This meeting is being recorded.
All right, can everyone see the PowerPoint? Perfect. All right, thank you everyone for joining us today. I'm just going to get started. Today's Membership Matters is going to focus on our programming and upcoming events, as well as our new membership portal launch. So definitely, if you have some questions, feel free to type them in the chat and we will answer them at the end of the session. I do want to let you guys know that this is a work in progress for us. And if we don't have an answer to your question specifically about the member portal, we will look more into it and get back to you in the follow-up email. So I'm going to go ahead and hand this over to Leah, who's going to talk a little bit more about programs, and then I will take over with the member portal.
Perfect. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you're all staying warm. Kim, I thought the same thing. It's lovely to be here and excited to talk about our upcoming programs for the rest of the year, but also too of what we have happening here at the Chamber. So for those that don't know, we at the Chamber here is our mission is advancing women in business to make Colorado the #1 state for women in business and work. So we're excited to have that as well as our mission. Yancy, next slide. Thank you. Our purpose here, just a little background for you, is that we were started in the late 80s, really focusing on getting women into the workforce. We have 435 active member companies and 1,800 individual members, which is really exciting. It makes us one of the largest women chambers in the country. And our mission, as I mentioned, is to provide women opportunities that better our community, economic, and promote equality in the workplace. So really focusing on that community connection and development. As you can see, we are a small but mighty team of four individuals, all happen to be on today's call. So we have Simone, our CEO, which is officially hitting our year marker in the next month or so, officially. I am the program manager here at the Colorado Women's Chamber, overseeing a lot of our programmatic events. And then Yancy here is our member engagement, so operations and member. And our newest team member is Kate, who does our business development as well. So they'll all get to talk here in a little bit, but just wanted to introduce them so you can see our familiar faces. And I know we'll have a lot to cover when it comes to just generally our programming, but also too with our new database and member platform. So just want to go over a little bit about what we have historically had when it comes to our programs and also to our events, knowing that in 2023, we have some exciting new announcements that we'll be sharing across the board. So as part of all your membership levels here at the Chamber, we have what we call peer groups. And peer groups typically happen monthly and are included in everyone's membership regardless of level as your membership here with us. And those really target different subsets of our membership makeup and really want to dive into what each of these mean. You'll see them on our calendars again heavily in 2023. We do have just one of these events, peer groups coming up for the remainder of the year. We do usually have, as mentioned, we'll have some cool events for the December timeframe, but we usually take off December from our peer groups so we can have a holiday gathering instead. So our peer groups here for our solopreneurs or those that are in the entrepreneurial space, we have what we call our Founders Forum. And this is a group in which they meet monthly. Usually it's Wednesday mornings, 9 to 10, happens virtually, but sometimes we do in-person networking events where we do research sharing, referrals, networking, and just a good chance to meet with others that are operating in that entrepreneurial space. We have then our CEO forums, typically something very similar. This is a group that we have a new facilitator for, which I'm really excited about, that really focuses on our businesses that are around the $1 million marker or higher. and have our women founders or CEOs take a part of that group. The focus really is to include and have a safety net or a support group for those founders that are operating in that space. So the CEO Forum is an option for those that are part of your membership. We do ask if you're interested in that one specifically to reach out to me, and we'll get you connected with a member of the group to see if you're a really great fit to join. Our business development strategy group, this is really around fundraising, sales, business pipelines. That's a group in which if you do any type of fundraising or sales, business development in your line of work, that this group is for you. It discusses different strategies, and again is just really opening up new content to those in that industry or that line of work. And our last tier is women advancement. This is a group that really is addressing topics relevant to all women in business, including negotiation, sponsorship, biases. So really just focusing on any issue that women in the workplace may actually need to advance their careers. We also then, outside of our peer groups, we have programs. And these programs range when they meet or how you can get involved. But depending on your membership level, some of these may be included or a benefit may be included in your membership. So 2 of our programs that we call cohort-based programs are our Women of Impact and Influence Leadership Group and our mentorship program. These 2 groups have actually started for this year. So we won't be opening up applications for either of these programs again until this summer. But I want to give a little bit more information just so you know, and you can keep an eye out for those applications. Both of these programs are actually with our foundation as well, so they help support the work that we're doing for both cohorts. Our Women of Impact and Influence Leadership program is really focusing on our emerging leaders that are wanting to enhance their own leadership skills and journey. This year, we're doing a lot of great work in also identifying and contributing to research on how to keep women in the workforce. So we'll have a really great capstone program in which our cohort members will engage and present on issues that are impacting them in their career advancement. And hopefully then as we can share that with our community and share it with our executives in the city to hopefully keep more women in the workforce. This group usually has 30 to 35 cohort members, and there is a cost associated with it. They do meet every month for 10 months. And at the end, they do get a really great, opportunity to present to the public. So that will be something we can share with our community as a whole. Depending on your membership level, though, the cost is discounted here at the chamber. So if that's something you're interested in or someone in your organization might be interested in, definitely reach out and we can talk about what that would look like for future cohorts. Our mentorship program is a 6-month cohort that actually just met yesterday, and it's also like one of my favorite parts of the month. It's a really inspiring group of individuals, but it is a group of more of those at the higher level already in their industry or in their line of work that are looking to advance into senior leadership, executive leadership, or the C-suite. They get to hear from current and past executives in the city, and then get to have some one-on-one deep dives with those mentors on the topic of the day. Yesterday was self-advocacy and negotiation, and I literally had to kick them out the door at the end of the day. Conversation was really wonderful and ongoing. So we encourage them to connect with those leaders that serve as part of the mentors outside of the time frame, but our goal is to connect those in the community with other leaders to help get more women and women of color into leadership roles. Lots of words here. The Powerful Voices Conversation Series is something that we are bringing back fully in 2023. But our last event this year that Megan on our team will talk about shortly is our Powerful Voices Presents Athena. But this is usually a conversation in which we have a fireside chat led by Simone with an amazing leader in the community or a voice that you haven't heard much about. And if you have, you just know really their bio. So it's more of behind the bio, really authentic, deep conversations. that really show some amazing leaders that we have here in the city. We'll be bringing hopefully those back in person in 2023, and so you can join us for those events. And lastly, our Young Professionals Advisory Board does put on quarterly events that are really addressing challenges or issues facing women in women emerging leaders to fix that broken wrong and getting more women again into leadership roles, owning businesses, things along those lines. Our Young Professional Board actually just closed their applications for this year. So their new board will start in January, but we do open applications for a Young Professionals Board again in late summer. So if you're interested in joining us there, we're really excited about that. Committees. As part of your membership as well to the chamber, we do have committees in which are open to the broader public. The goal is to then have everyone, engaged in an area of interest that they want to have impact with when it comes to our chamber programming or certain focuses within the organization. Currently, we have 3 that are open to the general public of the chamber. We're hoping to open up more committees here outside of just our board of directors. But our 3 here is our DEI task force. This is the committee that drives our initiatives in bringing about cultural and operational change. Yahtzee is our kind of go-to person for that committee. So if you're interested in getting involved with that, please reach out to her. Our political action or our policy committee, what we've just recently renamed it, is where we're really looking at all of our legislative and policy initiatives that we here at the state and that the chamber want to weigh in on. This committee does meet monthly, and during the session, we'll be very active. So if you're looking to either learn more about what policies are happening here in the state or the city, or are active already in that space and want to contribute in moving that mission forward, definitely reach out to me for that, and we can get you added to those calendar invites. And our membership and growth committee. This is really just focusing on brand awareness and getting more people involved in the chamber. So really looking at initiatives and outreach and how we can make that happen. Here is our events. So that's a little bit different than our programs and a little bit different than our peer groups, but these signature events are what we have every year. That in full transparency, I am always the one in the office asking for what is everyone wearing, months in advance. So if you like to also dress up, these are also the opportunity for you all. But we have, you can see 4 events up here on this page, and then one that we'll talk about towards the end of the program. But every year we have our State of Women in, it says business here, I think we're changing it to State of Women in Work. That is happening on February 8th this year. If you're really thinking more State of the Union, State of the City, State of the State, this is kind of the similar concept, but how women here in the state of Colorado, what's impacting us, and then also on a national and potentially global level. It's really a great opportunity to learn about data points and also getting understanding of what initiatives are coming down the pipeline that influence women in the workforce. So that is February 8th, so save the date for that. Our top 25 most powerful women in business. That is, can I actually say the date? Yes. Yes, August 11th, right?
17th.
17th. All right, August 17th of 23, which seems so far away on this snowy day, but save the date for that, and we honor our 25 most powerful women here in the city. Nominations for that will open in late spring. So if you have someone that you want to nominate for this honor, please do. We do accept those and then have a selection committee that obviously reviews all nominations. But that is, one of the biggest parties of the year, so you don't want to miss it. Our Girls Rising and Champions of Change event are 2 that we're really evaluating for this year, but they're definitely something that we'll keep our membership open to hear more about those and those changes. These we're looking for sponsorship opportunities, and also you can buy tickets for these events as well. So our upcoming event, Athena, a Leadership Award, we'll have someone talk about that here shortly.
Thank you, Leah. for the overview on the program. So, hi everyone. If we haven't already met, my name is Yalti Garcia and I am the Operations and Member Engagement Coordinator for the Chamber. If you haven't already heard, we've launched our new member portal. In past membership sessions, membership matter sessions, I usually like to talk about how you can elevate your experience with us via your benefits. Today, I want to focus more on how to set up your new member portal and account. Don't worry, we'll have more membership matter sessions on a quarterly basis that are specific to benefits. We understand a new system can be hard to navigate, and I want to make this as easy as possible for our members. We plan to phase out Q&A sessions you can attend to go over your individual organization's accounts because different tiers call for different benefits. So stay tuned via our newsletter next week for these dates. Today, we're just going to go over the basics. If you are an existing member, you should have received an invitation to set up your account, prompting you to reset your password. If you're new, this is a little rundown on what to expect once you've applied and joined us. Please note that this presentation will be available for you via your member portal after we conclude, in case you miss a segment today. First thing is your individual login. You will need to use your username and password to gain access to our private members only area or to receive CWCC member rates on event registrations. If you forget your password, click on the Forgot Your Password link to receive an email with a password reset link. If you have not logged into your account and you are an existing member from when we had Chamber Master and you did not receive our prompt email, you can easily go in and also click on the Forgot Your Password link to gain access to your portal. Your username should be the email you used on your previous account. Once you've logged in, this is what your portal should look like. Here's a quick overview on what we'll be covering today. How to update your contact information, plus your organization information if you're a main contact or an editor, view and pay invoices, member interest and preferences, and I will be announcing some upcoming features at the end. One of the first things you want to establish is your main contact, previously known as a primary contact, and your billing contact. These are still two separate roles, or you can assign both to one person. The main contact will have the ability to switch between the organization's account and their individual account by clicking on the switch profile link at the top. They will be able to oversee benefits, the company's profile, and all related profiles under the company's membership. AKA, you will no longer need to wait on me to add your employees. For those of you who have unlimited members in your benefit package, your main contact will be able to do that for you. Main contacts, if you're in the room, it's important to save any edits before you switch to another profile. If you are unsure on who your primary or billing contact is, please do not hesitate to contact me. Although we will not be covering the overall organization's profile today, main contacts, when you switch to the company's profile, you'll be able to view and change the following features. You are absolutely to do so at any time, but I also welcome you to join us for a Q&A session in a couple of weeks if you have any questions. Some of the things you'll be able to manage through the organization's profile is name, address, other basic contact information, directory listing category and descriptions, preferences and demographics, relationships you have to other profiles, including adding new profiles you are related to, and social media accounts. So moving on to individual profiles. Individuals, you have the ability to edit your personal profile. Staff marked as main contact or editor, as explained, there is a difference between organization and your own individual account. Once you make changes, they are submitted for approval by our staff. Please note that as our staff continues to learn more about the functionality and permissions of our system, we will be reviewing changes you submit to ensure there isn't any confusion regarding preferences, which we will go over in the next slide. We promise this will change over time, but for now, we just ask for your patience. One of the cool features we've installed is giving our members the ability to select communication preferences and opt into our text messaging feature, which will be coming soon. Individuals, you have the ability to select your interests. These can be found under the Update Your Preference tab. This will allow us to send you targeted news and communication related to the topic you checked. Please note this is not our weekly newsletter mailing list. I will go over how you can sign up for that at the end. Opt into our text messaging feature by checking the box that says opt-in SMS messaging. By checking this box, you are signing up to receive offers, promotions, and other commercial messages from the Colorado Women's Chamber of Commerce via text messages. It is important to note that you are able to unsubscribe at any time. One of the initiatives we want to start is respecting your inbox. So if at any time you decide, too many emails, you can just uncheck that box, save, and we will take you off of that list. Or whenever you're ready to return, you can just click that box again. And kind of going over the programs that Leah went over, this is your prime spot to receive some messaging on whether it's peer groups or programming, signature events and sponsorships, or any of those 3 committees you saw listed. Again, these are targeted communications. There are things we will be including in our newsletter, but this will be specific to your interest. Found on the same page, you'll see certifications, member annual revenue, and member demographics. We are working on making these preferences visible to main contacts only and ask that you do not fill these out. These will be filled out by your main contact on the organization's profile. We apologize for the inconvenience, and this is why we are monitoring changes for now, as we are still learning how to figure out our system. But you'll be happy to know that we are tracking these very important demographics. Relationships are managed by your main contact. So relationships essentially are those who are going to have access to the at-large organization membership benefits. If you need access to your benefits, for example, registering for monthly programs, you will need to be related to the company's profile. As stated, please reach out to your main contact to get access. Main contacts, once you register their email, your employee is able to get access to their account by going to the forget your password prompt on the login page. This is also where you'll be able to set your billing contact or make someone an editor. View invoices and renewal information. Main contacts and editors can view all open invoices for their related profiles as well as renewal information. Main contacts and editors will see company invoices, while other staff will view only the invoices connected to their individual profiles. So you as an individual, if you're not a main contact, you will not see any of the company's renewal invoices because you are not in charge of paying those. But you will see all your transactions for any events you signed up for or any tickets for our signature events that were not a table sponsorship. You can view payment history and click to pay invoices to view those open invoices. Paying invoices. Once you select the pay invoice button, you can actually pay multiple invoices at once or one at a time. You just click on it and a payment detail pop-up screen will come up where you will enter your credit card and address payment information. Once payment is processed, you will receive a receipt via your email. A new feature we have is you can save your credit card now to your account. So again, if you don't want to do that, you absolutely do not have to check that box. But for companies that have a company card, and this is an easier way to get a transaction done faster, that feature has been added. One last thing to know as we go over the basics is to make sure you check out the other areas of our website. We are revamping the website by the end of the year, so there will be some new features coming in there. But for now, we do have events and programs, a way to contact us, about us, and some member resources from our website. To access any of the public resources, you can use the links at the top of the portal. We will be using Eventbrite for our remaining 2022 events. You can register by clicking the events and program page, and it will take you to a link where you can register via Eventbrite. To sign up for a weekly newsletter, as I mentioned, those preferences are not for that weekly newsletter. You can go to the Contact Us tab and then join our mailing list, and that will get you into that mailing list. Coming soon, again, as we phase out these features, is our members directory webpage, community calendar, events, a new website, and online community platform. I want to take the time to thank you all our members and all our new members for their patience as we work really hard to bring you this amazing new member tool. I do want to let you know, again, there will be more features and updates coming your way. We will be launching the brand new website, going live with our member directory, and opening our community calendar application, which will allow our members to share their relevant events with other chamber members. Lastly, we will be launching an integrated online community platform that will feature discussion boards and forums. As we make these changes, we will communicate with you via our newsletter, member portal, and our social media accounts, and of course, offer more Membership Matters sessions. Again, we thank you for your support, and please be on the lookout for the Q&A sessions that will be tentatively held during the week of December 12th.
Awesome. Well, before I move on to upcoming events, I just want to take a moment on this public forum to thank Yahtzee Garcia for leading this member portal launch. It was a huge undertaking to do this data migration, and she worked tirelessly for it. So we hope you really enjoy the new experience. And yes, brava, thank you so much, Yahtzee. You're really, really amazing. And I know the whole team is grateful for, we know how much work went into this. So thank you so much.
I know you took my thunder, Megan. I was going to thank Yahtzee too. So Yahtzee, you get double thank you. She's sending out emails at 2 a.m. That is unhealthy. This isn't the type of culture that we promote at CWCC. However, Yahtzee has been working really, really diligently to improve all of our experience, both for you all as members, but then also to make our lives easier as staff. So a huge thank you to Yahtzee, and a really big thank you to everyone. Everyone and the CWCC team has really pitched in and worked hard to get trained and ensure that data's clean. And honestly, we're still going to be learning. So just be patient with us as we learn actually how to use our fun new tool. But it's all for you, because we want you all to have the best chamber experience and to get the most value out of your membership.
Absolutely. I think we're really excited about some of the other new features coming up too. Creating community, using our database and directory and membership portal to create community so you can have an easier way of connecting with one another as well. So that will be really exciting once we roll out, which is more of a phase 2 rollout. So stay tuned for more information about that. I started talking and never introduced myself. I'm Megan Carabello. I support the Colorado Women's Chamber with marketing, communications, and also events. So I just wanted to tell you about a few of our upcoming events. And I hope, especially new members or prospective members, or even if you haven't engaged with the Chamber in a while, we hope to see you soon. We're feeling like every time we hold an in-person event, there's this renewed energy because we all forget how much fun it is to connect with one another and how productive it can be for your business and for your own personal outreach, expanding your networks and your career. So we have a fun event coming up right after Thanksgiving. November 30th, we're kicking off the holiday season with our Community Day. The CWCC Community Day is something that we host quarterly that just gets our membership together. And we usually have some sort of fun and exciting tag on. This time we're going to do a donation drive for WeCycle. So WeCycle collects gently used items, new and gently used items, and then distributes them to a network of nonprofit organizations that support low-income families. So many of our members are actually recipients of WeCycle donations. So this is a perfect partnership for us to support WeCycle, but then also all of our member organizations that also receive these donations. We're also hosting this event at Town Hall Collaborative, which is a new space that we should all check out and know about because they really focus on women-owned everything. So they have women-owned makers that have maker spaces there at the collaborative. They also have a couple of art studios for some female artists. They also, their bar, many of their beers and wines and cocktails all feature women-owned brewers, winemakers, and distillers. So that's going to be a fun event to connect. I'm going to pop the link in here for you if you'd like to join us.
Megan, I already did.
Good job. Thank you. All right. And if you could advance the slide, I'll talk about our next big event coming up shortly after that. There we go. So our next signature event is our Athena Leadership Award. which we like to combine with our Powerful Voices speaker series. So we have two amazing women that we're highlighting with this event. One is the 2022 Athena Leadership Award recipient, and that's Lauren Castile. She's the president and CEO of the Colorado Women's Foundation, and an amazing person overall. I'm so excited to share her story and to honor her for all of her work that she's done in the community. And then our keynote speaker at that event, this is really exciting. If any of you have listened to the podcast Dear White Women, or if you haven't, Sarah Blanchard is the co-host of this podcast. And really the podcast is a platform to talk about racism and kind of the experiences of Sarah, who is a biracial Japanese and white woman, and her experiences in the world and in the workplace. She and her coworker or co-host share those experiences and kind of broadcast at the podcast level. Plus, they wrote a book called Dear White Women, Let's Get Uncomfortable About Talking About Racism. And so she's going to be talking about just kind of DEI efforts in the workplace and what companies can do to really discuss the experiences of BIPOC individuals. And of course, we like to focus in on BIPOC women. And she'll be sharing some amazing stories, and she's just a great overall speaker. So I'm super excited. We still have tickets available for Athena, and that's on December 6th, 5:30 to 7:30 at the Pinnacle Club, which is an amazing venue because it's a 180-degree view of downtown Denver with all the lights, and will be lit up for the holidays. So it should be beautiful. We also have a violinist coming, and it's just going to be a nice way to wrap up the year and connect with one another and get excited for a whole year of programming with CWCC. So please join us if you can. And I think I have one more slide. So our State of Women in Work event, that's coming up on February 8th. And we're super excited. We just had a planning call about this. We are hoping to announce very soon. We have a prominent national speaker who's going to be speaking about women in work and women in business right now, and all that we are facing, and all of our different intersectionalities, and how those show up in the workplace. So we're calling it the Breakup Edition. This is, we've had the great She Session when women were leaving the workforce at record numbers around the COVID pandemic. Then we had the great attrition and quiet quitting and all the things that we're all feeling and experiencing right now. And so we're going to be talking about kind of what that looks like at the national scale, and then have some local leaders here speaking about how to implement how to address these issues, and how to talk about retention of our female leaders, and of course still advancing female leaders while we're all dealing with all of this. So also that this event is going to be a State of the Union address by Simone D. Ross, talking about kind of what's to come for CWCC. So individual tickets and sponsorships will be available very soon. This will be our first signature event that we use on the new platform. So we're getting that set up right now. And as soon as those tickets are available, that will go out on our newsletter. So if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, make sure to click that link earlier on in the chat so you can be there. And I think the next slide, is just how to register for these events on our website, cwcc.org. You can click on upcoming events or go to cwcc.org/calendar. And that will be quick links to register for all of these events. And that is where that URL will continue to be the place to be, even with the new system. So hope to see you all in person coming up very soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and just a quick reminder that you are able to log into that cool member portal and click on the events and programs, and it will take you directly to that page. So just fun fact there.
Yeah.
Well, we have concluded the session. I do want to open this up for a Q&A until noon. As stated before, we will be having Q&A sessions for individual organization profiles on the new member portal, and we will be rolling those dates out next week. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. If not, again, you can sign up for one of those sessions to go over that profile. If you have any questions for any of us, here's our email links. Simone does have Book a Coffee link as well that we can circulate in the chat. But I do want to open it up for any questions anyone might have regarding anything we presented on today.
I'll jump in. Hey, it's Kim Castle.
Hi, Kim.
Great job on the presentation. I'm a new member and I'm thrilled. I just have to say that, you know, I listened to, I don't know, divine intuition, her guidance that said, just jump in and join. I think meeting Kate at the Powerful Women event, thrilled about being a part of this organization and being of contribution and community. I've never set up an account, so I've never had a thing. Are you going to be sending out something where to go to actually set up your account for the first time?
That's a great question. Yes. And you know, again, that overlap between September until we launch, I know there was a lot of confusion on getting that all integrated into the system. So Kim, let me go ahead and look you up and I'll connect with you after this and
Fabulous.
send you a link on how to get that set up.
Thank you.
Looks like
I'm looking forward to meeting all of you guys. Just thrilled.
thanks, Kim. I just want to lift up that Kate O'Connell had the same question. So we'll connect with you after this, Kate, as well.
Yes. Any other questions?
Well, I do have just more of a PSA. If in fact you are interested in learning about membership, because I know not all of you are members, some of you are thinking about joining, feel free to contact Kate. Oh my gosh, that's such a great picture of Kate, as now I'm making her like blush because she looks so amazing. But feel free to contact Kate and she can definitely help you walk through the best membership option for you. We have a bunch of options based on what membership you're interested in. And we would love to welcome you to our growing community. And I'm telling you, you're going to want to join now because we have some really exciting partnerships on a local and national level that we'll be rolling out effective January of next year to really support women better and create a better business landscape for women. So we would love to have you and we would welcome you with open arms.
We do have one question from Danny. An answer to your question is no, you do not need to be a business owner to become part of the chamber. We have various membership tiers. And again, if you could connect with Kate, she would be more than happy to walk you through our different benefits we have for our individual members.
Yeah, and welcome
everybody.
to Colorado,
Hi,
Danny. I'm like, welcome, Danny.
Yes, Danny.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone, I dropped my cell phone number and my email address in the chat. So please reach out to me. I'll also respond to anybody who's left a question in the chat and connect with you as well, just to make sure we get all those questions answered. We're here to connect for sure.
And then yes, Kim, there will be a community day / gathering to just get together one last time this year. That is the event that Megan shared on the 30th of November at an amazing new venue. So please join us there. If you do not have our newsletter, sign up for our newsletter. We're constantly pushing information out to you so that you can just get engaged. That's the number one thing we want for you all to do is get engaged, and then follow us on social media too. And we're always letting you know what events are happening, but ain't no party like a CWCC party. So please come on November 30th.
All right.
What is the dress code for that holiday party, since we're always worried about how we look?
Wait, who asked that? I need to know because you might be my sister in fashion. Was that
You
Melissa?
are-
Who asked that?
You
Oh,
know
I should have known that was Melissa. We don't really have a dress code, but maybe we can just make a pact. Like, if you want to get fancy, I'll match your energy. But we know that people are coming from a bunch of different places. So y'all let me know what I need to do because your CWCC team is going to match whatever you're bringing. So if we're wearing sequins, damn it, count on us to be there with you in sequins. But truly,
I'm
it's
wearing
whatever
sequins.
you're comfortable in. Okay, I'll
I'm
match
wearing
you. We'll be
sequins.
there. Sequins. It's a match. Sequins.
Hey, you can bring those sequins to Athena because that actually, we're going glitter and gold for Athena.
Oh, wait,
my
and then Miss Nikki. There's Miss Nikki. Okay, Miss Nikki, we might. Okay. Nice to meet you, Miss Nikki. Now we're putting everybody on blast. This is what happens when you join CWCC. It's more like a family. Hey, Miss Nikki, and she is a new business, Miss Nikki's Body Shop. Would love to know what that is. And if we need a national anthem singer for an event, she's a volunteer. So we're putting together our State of Women run of show. So let's maybe, Megan, let's take a note and just kind of think about how we want to format that event. What's Miss Nikki's Body Shop?
So it's not for cars.
Okay.
It is a private spa. It's where your body gets the tune up.
Oh,
So
amazing.
you get facials, body sculpting, massage, and I'm currently looking for a new space to expand into a movement and wellness spa. So everything self-care. So you can take yoga, Zumba, Afro twerk, all those different classes on top of meditation and the spa services.
Okay, so member event doing Afro twerk when you open, primarily because if Afro twerk were a person, it would be me.
Or
And
Peace
so, yeah, the team has seen it, and I don't know if they love it, but that's just what we do to get by. So count us in for a member event. We would love to do something with you.
Okay.
All right. Any more questions? I want to make sure I catch everyone.
Oh, you know what? I did have another question, just as a like an overview question. For the first couple events I came to, my partner wanted to be involved. Obviously, and you might have met Vito. I'm trying to find the balance between having him be involved and trying him to say, no, I need some woman space. I need some estrogen. What is our, the organization in terms of bringing our, males into the event or male, how are we approaching that?
I'll take that one.
Okay.
That's a really good question. And we have a lot of male allies who come to our events and support all of our initiatives. I think a lot of times it's really just it's a step towards saying I'm here to support women in business and to advance women in business, and I'm part of the mission. So
He really is, and he has so much to offer. He's just brilliant, and
absolutely.
So there's a balance of like me wanting to share him with you guys because he's just a genius, and then me wanting to go, no, get out of my space. I want estrogen. So I was just
you have to decide that for yourself, but we always welcome and try to be inclusive of everyone. So please feel free to invite them. Yeah. Yes.
Well, wonderful to see everyone. Thank you, Yahtzee, Leah, Megan, Kate. You guys are the wind beneath all of our wings. And hope to see you on the 30th and then the following week on the 6th, because we just want to see you once a week at CWCC.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.